We're nearing 1,200 yards in total offense in this game. Quinton Patton will put us there. And stay on his feet. My, oh my. 4 touchdown for the General. 62-yarder. They've got to go for 2. Or they don't have to go for 2. An extra point would make it an 8-point game. With 1:46 to go.
That's all right. I was leading you the wrong direction. They've had to go for 2 so many times, but they're finally in a situation where they don't have to. They can actually kick this and be down by the touchdown and the 2-point conversion if they will have a successful onside kick. But Patton was acting as if he was going out of bounds and just saw the opportunity, seized the moment, and down the sidelines he went.
And it's a one-possession game on Matt Nelson's extra point. We've got 1,260 yards and 110 points.
Patton coming across the formation right there on the crossing route. Right there, it looks like he's going out of bounds. But makes a great decision. Obviously, has the ability to get up the field. And we talked about Manziel's numbers. How about Patton's numbers? Look at 20 catches. That's Xbox stuff. It's amazing, but this young man has earned it. The 229 yards, and we talked about he would need another touchdown. He has 4. Actually, he's going to need 5 now because they gave it back to Manziel one too many times.
They're going to be getting tired, huh? They're going to be getting strong over the course of the season.
Those weren't real push-ups anyway, so I don't know that they're going to get that tired.
Texas A&M got out of its own end on a 34-yard completion after a great punt. Mike Evans would set things up for Johnny Manziel to go from 72 yards.
Yeah, that throw was on first down. This run is just kind of normal. Cliff Kingsbury, you can see right there. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, when you have number 2 out there, I'd be talking about it as well.
Last 2 plays, we've had 134 yards and 2 touchdowns combined.
Unbelievable. Remember Johnny football last week against Ole Miss. His team needed a play. They were 3rd and 19 from the -3. He throws a fade route to Evans. It was a better catch than it was a throw. And then he goes on a 34-yard jaunt sometime later and then throws the game winner on a perfect corner pass.
1 timeout left. They'll go for the onside kick. Matt Nelson, the senior. Ball pops loose. Louisiana Tech might have it.
The question is, did Louisiana Tech touch it before the mandatory 10 yards? And I think Texas A&M touched it first, so then all bets are off, and Louisiana Tech can get it regardless of what happens.
No signal. Still no signal. From Penn Wagers, our head referee and his SEC crew. And that's exactly the discussion. It was definitely touched before 10 yards. It's just a matter of which team touched it first.
And it appeared to me that A&M touched it first, which means that Louisiana Tech is free to recover and try to gain possession. And obviously this is a reviewable situation. And that's most likely well underway as we speak. I think this is going to be Louisiana Tech football.
There's still been no initial
The
signal.
ruling on the field is the kicking team did not touch the ball. The ball was recovered by the kicking team beyond the restraining line.
Biggest game in school history coming down to the wire.
And watching right here, that's the line. Louisiana Tech cannot touch it before it crosses that line, but once Texas A&M touches it,
it hit number 30 in white.
Jontel Franklin, I believe, was the guy who touched it. Who touches it first? That's what you need to know. And I think it went all the way through to number 30, John Tell Franklin. Louisiana Tech is free to gain possession at that time.
That's a tremendous look by our fantastic crew here in Shreveport tonight.
And a tremendous onside kick by Nelson. Perfect bounce. You want the first bounce, and then the second bounce is the one that's difficult to handle.
Because now with the rule change, you can't have the one big bounce.
You're exactly right.
You're going to challenge it.
And a good use, obviously, of the challenge. But remember how it was called on the field was that Texas A&M touched the football first, and so Louisiana Tech is free to recover it after that.
There is nothing there to overturn it. It's got to be indisputable video evidence. There is none. This is going to be Louisiana Tech football.
And number 41, in Pauly, the defensive end, was the guy getting down there right now. And it was difficult to tell whether he touched it, but it looked like the ball got cleanly through to number 30, Jontel Franklin. I don't believe Pauly touched it at all.
And then it was recovered by Hunter Lee.
I personally think it's going to be confirmed. I think it was clear that that ball was touched by Franklin to begin with.
After further review, the ruling is confirmed. Texas A&M will be charged a timeout, and that was also their challenge.
All right, and with that quick strike by Patton, Louisiana Tech didn't even use their timeout. They kept that in their pocket, so now they start the drive with one timeout to burn.
Louisiana Tech trailed this game 27-0. Ranked for just the second time in school history. Looking for that signature win to boost that BCS resume. Cameron dumps it off. Ray Holly with space. 8 yards, shoved out of bounds by Dustin Harris. Clock stops with 1:40.
A tremendous read that time by Cameron. The running back is to check that outside, and nothing was there downfield. Give it to someone who can get it out of bounds in a hurry.
Holly on the ground for a first down and almost slipped through into the open field. Jonathan Stewart with a tackle.
And the clock will stop until the chains are moved. But remember, until they get under a minute, it continues to roll. So a sense of urgency by Cameron right here is called for.
To the sideline. Pat with his 21st catch of the night.
The ball was a little high as Patton was sitting outside, but the question is, did he get a foot down? And the answer is yes. The right foot is down, clearly.
Pressure shown with just one high safety.
Yeah, this safety is acting like he wants to get in there to support. You do not want to leave one-on-one outside. You would look for him to help out.
They roll away from Pat, and Cameron goes that way to his high school teammate, David Crew. First catch of the night, first down to the 14. 24 yards. Holly trying to find some space. Nothing doing on first down. No one timeout remaining. Inside of a minute left.
Louisiana Tech is getting an inviting run walk out of Texas A&M because of their two high safeties, even though they're deep in the red zone. You have to throw the football right now to win this game.
They twist up front, Cameron, end zone, touchdown! Ray Holly! Rogers, an amazing story coming back.
Well, against the two-high safety look, safeties are this direction. Hawley's going to delay and come right down Broadway. Very well disguised, very well designed. And at the end of the day, very well executed. Hawley matched up on Jonathan Stewart, number 11, and that was not going to happen coverage-wise.
All right, let's talk strategy here. Two-point conversion. They're 1 for 2 on two-point conversions today. They converted one on a boot, and then they failed on the other.
But remember, the boot came after the penalty that moved it down to the 1.5-yard line. So there was a run option legitimately in the picture there. I have a guy on the field that nobody has covered all night, number 4. My first option is to number 4, but have a legitimate secondary option right now. You're going to get singled away from Quentin Patton. Someone on that side of the field needs to be available to make a play.
They can choose a spot as an offense on a two-point conversion, so they choose the left hash and get the entire right side of the field to number 4.
A lot of room. He's creating some room typically to go to the paint.
Fade to the near side. Incomplete. Texas A&M still leads by 2. Went for R.P. Stewart. And the look on Sonny Dykes' face almost says, why?
I think you have to go to the well one more time. They have the same look outside to a receiver that has caught 21 passes tonight. You can throw the same fade route to that same look at the top of the screen. Texas A&M didn't take it away. And right here, the receiver Stewart just did not get off the line of scrimmage. That had no shot from the beginning. Pitzell couldn't even watch. He had to ask somebody exactly what took place, and obviously he liked the answer he got back. Unbelievable.
They look for R.P. Stewart, who's got 5 catches this season.
Yeah, and I think this is the deal. Sometimes coordinators or even quarterbacks, they make adjustments before they made the defense force that adjustment. I think that's an example of it. The defense did not take my go-to guy away. I make them do that before I go away from number 4.
Now converted an onside kick just moments ago. They'll need to do it again.
Do it again, and this time they would only need a field goal to create an improbable comeback here tonight. These guys right here would be well versed to stay behind that line before they touch the football.
This one they've got, and Texas A&M is going to hang on. Ben Molina, the junior running back and special team standout, seals the deal for the Aggies.
Not as good a kick as Nelson got the time before. It was a high hop, which is fairly easy to handle, and Molina, that special teams guy, comes up with the biggest special teams play tonight. The high hop, and that's the one that you go and attack. If it's high and I can go get it, you get in front of that line and go make a play.
116 points and 1,300-plus yards. A game that was originally scheduled to open the season in August, postponed because of the threat of